An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things? Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like...
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it?
All right. Let's keep things...
Oi! What damn it? When Count Louis...
Well, they're probably just as angry.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's...
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some... Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. What are we about to see?
Ah, the royal palace. Do you hear me, Oak? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of society. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs...
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing!
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but...
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its rest...
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Why, someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter. Listen well, O King. The truth... Huh. So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words, if I took hold of it now, then I would have the power...
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
Thou wert elder.
You were not always blind to this country's rot. When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew... And yet, what happened to our village?
Oh.
You cannot stop me any longer. Nor...
Snatching victory from the maw of catastrophe, the party descends again on the royal, but they are greeted only by their return hardly counts as a triumph. Consider...
What the hell's wrong with the sky?
Isn't that... Oi! That monster boy's come back! Ah, that's why the sky's grown so hellish. The half-dead
A more aggressive welcome than I expected. Would...
It's useless. Words are cheap. Still, we should walk with pride, instead of trying to keep our heads down.
True enough.
His Royal Highness, the Prince, returns! Luis distorted his form through strange and terrible magics, but the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored!
Oi!
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why didn't His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
Because he's an imposter! Just like Count Louis said! You're not foolish again!
Oi! Calm down. At least... And you! Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Louis, even the thick one. He took in a Paripus like you, and you spit on him. Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam. And you want us to support the Prince?
Lady Juna, I can't believe this. I admired you. Why would you risk dying?
I don't intend on dying with anyone. Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood? Now you're with this pack of throne chasers. Mustari girl! You ungrateful pagan! Count Louis brought down the Sanctus Church for you!
How dare you strike out at him?
They're all...
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them.
We'll have your heads on pike soon enough. Leave! Get out of our royal capital!
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them ourselves. How about it?
This is bad. They really are out for our blood. Has everyone gone insane?
Oi! Over here! Don't bother with them! No talking this one out. You need to run! Now!
We weren't away from the city that long. What happened? Why are all the people so bloodthirsty now?
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a person.
No, that's not...
I know, it's not true. But truth and how it appears to the citizens are different beasts. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to danger, so they've become suspicious of each other. How fares your neighbor? Do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Are questions on the tip of every tongue. Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, and nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him if push comes to shove.
So, at the core of it, people are scared witless, and they cling to Luis as a savior, rather than the devil he is.
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. No amount of wealth or standing can buy his protection. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it puts their safety at risk.
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone,
Oh, that's all true then. I have my suspicions, but this all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the work. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? The Sanctus Church bent it to its... Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me but anger and quips. I'd rant and snipe and have my cynical little discourse, but I'd only looked to others. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety. Perhaps the
kind of ironic. But we have to do something about it. If we don't, they'll never listen. Well...
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot. Let's head there.
All right. Luis rightfully ought to be king.
Smash it all to bits!
Right now.
everyone. I'm glad you made it back in one piece. Since you left, Luisa's following has...
Have you changed? You're still the same...
Tis quite a story, but it does...
I had thought all this business with declaring... But under the deception, you were, in fact... Still, I mean... How do you get the whole...
Frankly, I doubt it. We've just seen firsthand how far we'll get trying to talk the people down.
But you're still you, yes? You came to help everyone, just like you helped me before, right?
Yes, that's right. It'll all turn out fine.
Good.
I see. So, even if no one believes you, you're still determined to settle the score with...
Even so, the gulf between us is wider than ever. The people have all but named him their champion. With so little time, a guileless appeal to the public...
Hard luck for the honest knight. Not much room left for civil debate now that Luis is openly advocating killing his opposition. Anyway, if there is a key to turning the tide... You saw how violent and volatile the city folk are now, but I don't think it's as simple as fearing Luis. I've been keeping an eye on the royal capital while you were off on your jaunt through the woods. Frankly, the change in public sentiment was too sudden. Unnatural. It's as if they've been collectively drained of their sanity, and if I had to guess what's causing it...
You're implying it's Luisa's doing? All the eeriness in the sky?
Don't know, but the change in the citizens is certainly odd. If something really is forcing it, that...
On the other hand, it may well be bait for a trap.
There's gotta be something up there.
Then it's settled. Head to the royal palace and put a stop to whatever Luis is cooking up. With that sky, and we'll fight in the ways we can too. We'll make sure the whole kingdom hears that the real prince is back.
Indeed. If you can make things better, you might just inspire Maria's been terribly patient, waiting for you and believing in you.
Right.
I'll always believe in you. We'll all do our best, so you can...
Indeed. If we win...
We're counting on you, O King.
'Tis too late today for a grand charge, I fear. Let us take a night's rest, and on the morrow, we make for the cup.
What to pick?
Hold there. Your Highness.
What now?
Good night.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 31 days remain.
To all the people who dwell in this land.
This voice?
Soon, naught but 1 month, on the dawn of the day of the hero. The one who has, I bid thee forget not.
Wasn't expecting to wake up to such a spectacle. But I suppose that confirms it.
Luis has already fortified himself behind the palace walls. Good thing we've got a Skyrunner. Or it'd already be...
Or perhaps it is us he has been waiting for all this time.
However disturbing the world looks now, 'Tis only a prelude.
Sky looks proper hellish already. And with all the humans out there, it's no one.
Well, he wanted a fair world where strength decides everything.
But it's Luis who has the most support right now. And that wasn't born of deception. He broke the nation.
True enough. That's what got Ardell and I dreaming to begin with. Figured a world where the poor and weak. Come to think of it, what do we all stand for, really?
Maybe... hope.
A little broad, don't you think?
I don't really know what everyone's talking about. But everyone who's seen you in your... Because, you know, you've got all the tribes in your team. Everyone's different. But...
A fair point. You're quite right, Maria. It is a hard thing to word, so... forgive my fumbling. But perhaps... it is a matter of standing for something Luis does not believe.
If you keep on believing in what you want, and you keep on working hard for it, it...
That's right, love.
I see now.
Best of luck, Your Highness. After all those speeches about taking the throne, it'll be awfully...
Right.
Well, we'd best keep an eye on the calendar. The King's deadline was the dawn of the Day of the Hero, so we've got... and that won't be the end of things, either. Even if people come to their senses, it would... Personally, I think we should prioritize our main objective here. I'm sure we'd get it done, but we have to make sure we have at least one day to spare before the Day of the Hero.
We've got a few days left, so... it's up to you how we spend them. So Luis is hiding in a floating royal palace here. We have to stop him. I won't accept King Luis. Let's see.
Let's put an end to this.